Some people's misery is some people's dream. The life that you're living right now, even if you're not where you want to be, even if you don't have all the resources that you may feel that you need in order to get to where you want to get, you're still living somebody's dream, because there's always going to be somebody out there that's doing way worse than you. There's always going to be somebody out there who has slightly less, and if they have what you have right now, that'll just make them feel complete and whole again. That's why I feel like it's essential that we put more emphasis on being grateful and thankful for where we're at. Because I don't know about y'all, but everything that I have today, being able to wake up and do what I want to do on a daily basis, these are all things that I wished for as a child. So although I'm not where I want to be, I'm still living my dream life in a sense, based on the things that I used to hope and wish for when I was younger. So if you're somebody that sits around and you like to complain or not like to take things in, just give yourself a little bit of time to be conscious of what you have around you. Take some time to be thankful for how far you came. Because no matter who you are, I know that each and every last one of us are not in the same position that we were 10, 15 years ago. Whether you grew mentally, financially, spiritually, any form of growth in your life is something that should be appreciated, even if you aren't where you want to be yet, because there's always going to be somebody out there that's wishing that they were you. I'm somebody that comes from having the bare minimum. As long as you had a roof over your head, then that was enough. You didn't necessarily need a bed. You didn't necessarily need, the typical 3 meals a day. As long as you had the basic essentials, which was just a roof over your head, then the rest will come. So learning to truly appreciate the progress that we made thus far will put us in a mindset to be able to acquire anything else that we want in our lives, because we're not taking anything for granted. And in my opinion, that's the easiest way to lose something, when you don't truly appreciate it, when you don't truly take the time to acknowledge where you're at and how far you've came, taking into account the hardships, taking into account the bad days and everything that you may have went through, and embracing it all. Because what this does is it puts you in a completely different headspace. It puts you in a headspace to be elevated. It puts you in a headspace to want to grow and expand mentally. And in life, this is all we should be seeking, that form of growth. But whenever you get to wherever you want to be in life and you accomplish all of your dreams, just take into account that the fact that reaching those high points in your life does not make you complete. The fact that you accomplishing each and everything that you may want to accomplish is not going to make you happy. And there's always going to be more out there for you to do. There's always going to be this feeling of wanting more until you establish this form of happiness within yourself. That's why I truly learned to be thankful for my struggles. You have to be thankful for your struggles, because the next person would love to be in your position. The next person would love to wake up and have a family, have a mom and a dad that yell at them and nag and get on them about being productive and actually pushing them to do better in life. Because some people didn't even have that. There's value in each and everything that we go through in our lives. There's value in having people in your ear pushing you to do better. There's value in having people that love and care about you to even want to communicate those type of things to you. But a lot of the times we be so in our feelings and in our emotions that we don't realize that, in a sense, all people want to do is see us win, because they understand what it's like to live a hard, low life. And if you have these type of people around you, man, you just need to be thankful and really take it in. Don't compare your life to anyone else's life. If you feel like you may not have the tools necessary to get to the next level, then improvise, use what you have. Because whenever you do get to that point where you want to be in life, you're going to look back on all the times that you had to improvise, and you're going to be so thankful for those struggles that you experienced, because it builds character. It adds substance to who you already are. And these are stories that only through experience people could tell, and you're going to be one of those people. Not too many people experience not having food to eat. Not too many people experience, not having their parents, they're both parents, and living a hard life. But if you're somebody that was put in that position, then embrace it and turn all of that form of negativity and pain that you encountered through those experiences and use it as motivation in order to get to the next level. But even if you have the very least, it could always be worse. And I truly do believe in the fact that some people's misery is truly some people's dream. Because no matter who you are and no matter what type of life you're living, you're blessed. As long as you see the potential, as long as you learn to open your eyes and see things from a different lens. And last but not least, man, acceptance is the easiest way to overcome hard times. So if you're at a low point right now and you feel like you don't know where to go, you feel like you don't know where to turn, the easiest way to overcome this is accepting it, not trying to fight it, not trying to run from it. Because what we do oftentimes is we get put in a position where we may be uncomfortable dealing with the low point in our life, and we try to run, we try to escape it. We try to get away from that feeling of not knowing what to do or being overwhelmed, all to end up back in the same situation again. And we end up back in the same situation because we don't realize that all we did was run from it from the start. We didn't stand there and build up the courage to face whatever it is that we needed to face in our lives. Just think about it. When you're a child and you're raised with all these traumas throughout your life, it repeats itself. It's a pattern up until you gain the consciousness to understand that, hey, I can't run from this no more. In order to truly overcome it, I have to face it. And that's the only way that I'm going to be able to prosper mentally and expand. So whatever it is that you're going through, man, just face it head on. Build up the courage. And I know you can overcome it. And just make sure you always take into account that it could always be worse, no matter who you are. And be thankful for what you have going on in your life. But it's your boy Blue Jay Tay, man. I love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Once again, man, just be thankful. Keep going, keep grinding, and keep pushing yourself. You got it. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.